Hey guys, so today I thought I'd talk to you about our 2020 pumpkin seed plans, pumpkin plans for the year. And buying seeds is always a very daunting task, at least it is for me. There's so many options out there and the seed costs very quickly add up. So I've kind of come up with a way to simplify things but still have a wide variety. I probably am still ordering too many seeds, but that's okay. I can always reuse them in future years. What I do is I put all the seeds that I like and are going to buy in a spreadsheet, and you'll see that here on your screen, and I just list them by name in the first column and then what company they're from in the second, and then the price, how many seeds they are, and then or how many seeds are supposed to be in a packet, and then the cost per seed. And I know that that sounds really silly, but sometimes when you're spending for some specialty seeds like $1 per seed, it really makes you wonder if it's worth it. And so for me, that helps look at the big picture instead of seeing a really cool pumpkin and thinking, ooh, I absolutely have to have that. Seeing how much it costs per seed is a big help. What I do is once I get the seeds close to being narrowed down, I will take my spreadsheet that I had made when I was putting everything together, and then I will take screenshots of the images from the people's website. And this really helps me because then I am able to see all of the different types and see how they look together. Do I have a wide variety? Do they all look really similar? And so I will organize folders on my computer. It sounds really crazy to do it this way, but it's the only way that I can really overall see the big picture and see what varieties I have. Do I have too many of one, not enough of another, that kind of stuff. So I pull up the spreadsheet on my computer, I pull up the pictures on my computer. I'm going to start here in the Gourd file because that is where I really need to cut down. I don't need this many gourds. Gourds you can get, last year we averaged more than 10 per plant. On some plants we had 20 to 30. They were absolutely crazy. So I really do not need to worry about having too many I do need to worry about having too many gourds. And then when they're gourd mixes, you kind of never know what you're going to get. So I need to narrow this down because I have way too many in my file. So let's pull this up here. And I'm going to start here on the very first. It's just in alphabetical order. Now if you look, I have them, you'll see Angel Wings is the very first one. It's in alphabetical order. The H means it's from Harris Seeds. I also have it labeled as blue because then that way it's easy to look and see as well. So here in the gourds, we're going to start with Angel Wings. I really like the look of that one. Blaze, that's awesome. Casperita, our Jack B. Littles. The Cornucopia Gourd Mix. Okay, that's very similar to the Angel Wings. I'm going to delete one of those and go back and figure out which one here in a minute. Jack B. Littles, the Mini Warts, perfect. Small Gourd Mix, perfect. And then the Turk's Turban. Those are a little bit bigger than the ones we had last year, so that's perfect. So then I need to pull up my spreadsheet. I'm going to delete one of the either Cornucopia Mix or the Angel Wings. Cornucopia Mix is from M.I. Gardner, they're 99 cents. Angel Wings, $3.55 from Harris Seeds. I'm going to delete the Angel Wings. So I'm going to delete that off my spreadsheet. And then I also need to delete that from Harris Seeds website. And then when I get that done, I also need to delete it from my file on my website of pumpkin pics. So gotta get that done, and then I think I'm pretty happy with what we have for gourds. Okay, so go back into the gourds file, and we have Blaze, we have Casperita, we have the Cornucopia Gourd Mix, We have the Jack B. Littles. We have the mini warts. Those aren't really, those are more of a pumpkin or a fancy type pumpkin, but they are the smaller size. So I'm throwing them in with the gourds just because the other pumpkins are very different from that, and this is the closest category. And then the small gourd mix, which is what I got last year and we liked, and then the Turk's turban. And so the Turk's turban is like we had last year, except for it's actually the bigger one. The ones we had were the mini red turbans, where the bottom was white and the cap was the dark red orange color. But this one should be bigger, and the larger ones did go sell a lot quicker. So I wanted to give these a try this year. So then, now that we have the gourds done, let's go and look at the naked seeded pumpkins. I only have 2 this year. Neither of these are the ones that we got last year, but we really liked the naked seeds for cooking and roasting. And so we are going to grow more of those this year, and we're really going to try to market them as well. So we have the, I think it's called the Kakai pumpkin. That is, we are getting that from Baker Creek. I can see here the BC, and then we are getting the Naked Bear from Harris Seeds. You can see on the end the H on the file name. So those ones are done and ready. Then we are going to go to the fancy ones. We have one specific pumpkin pie pumpkin, so that's just kind of on its own. Just because it didn't really fit in anywhere and I didn't want to delete it without realizing it. So going back into the fancy ones here, we have the Dark Knight, and those are from Jung Seeds. Those are super, super, super dark green, almost black. Even the stem is almost black. Those you have to harvest early. And then we have the Flat White Boar from Baker Creek. Then we have this little French one. This I heard was really good for eating, but it also has some cool looking warts on it. It's a pink pumpkin, kind of like the princess ones. Other pictures I've seen, the pink is like darker, almost like a salmon color, but that should look really cool with those scabby looking Long Island cheese. I wanted another flat stacker type that would be a different color than what we had. Then this is another French one from Johnny Seeds. It looks really cool. It was supposed to be really good. I thought this would be cool, the Mellow Yellow, and it was a little cheaper through Johnny Seeds since I'm already ordering through them. That's where I'm getting it. Harris Seeds, I want to say it was like $2 or $3 more a pack. So we are getting these ones through Johnny Seeds, and it should add a good variety of color, just because it's going to be a yellow pumpkin instead of an orange. Side note, our school colors are black and gold, so it would be very cool if we could have some black and gold pumpkins. That might sell for teachers. We are getting the One Too Manys from Harris Seeds again. Those were big hits last year. Everybody loved those. We are going to try porcelain dolls again. We're going to get them through Johnny Seeds this year just because they're cheaper. But they added a great variety last year, and they were great. We roasted their seeds. We used some of them for eating, and they were great. They did not get as big as what they had said they would. So we're going to try it again. They just added a great variety for color, and so I'm going to do a few other things this year to hopefully give them some more nutrients, and then maybe they'll grow some bigger. And then we have the Cinderella Pumpkin. I am getting these from M.I. Gardner because they're 99 cents a pack. They don't say how many are in a pack on their website. That's why that is blank, but they are 99 cents. I know that much. And so I'm thinking we'll get probably 15 to 20 seeds, which is perfect. And I love these guys because they are, they can be stackers, but they're a deep, dark, orangey red color, and so they really add a lot of variety. So those are our fancy ones that we are getting. And then let's pull up the carvers. Here for the carvers, we are going to use the Atlantic Giant Pumpkin from M.I. Gardner, and also the Big Max Pumpkin, also from M.I. Gardner. Normally I wouldn't do 2 giant pumpkins, but they were 99 cents a piece. And I believe it's the Big Max, the Big Max, if you take off the buds as it's growing, will grow 1 giant one, or it'll grow somewhere between 4 and 6 pumpkins that are about 40 pounds each. So I kind of don't consider those giant. I do want to try to grow a couple giant ones along the driveway. I think that'd be really cool, but I would probably use the Atlantic for that, just because I'm not quite sure about those, and I liked the Big Max because they're kind of a little bit redder in color. I also decided on the Cronus just because on those ones I had a recommendation from another pumpkin grower. He's out in California. He really recommended these. He loved them. And then we're going to go with Magic Lantern that we had from last year. And I believe we're getting a large pack of those, large for us, 250 seeds. I really loved those ones. They grew great last year. I'm very happy with them. And then we are going with the Polar Bear from Johnny Seeds, and they are giant. I believe they will get somewhere between 30 and 65 pounds, giant whites, and so I think those would be a great addition as well. So from M.I. Gardner, we are getting the Atlanta Giant Pumpkin, Cornucopia Gourd Mix, the Cinderella Pumpkin, Jack Be Little, and Big Max Pumpkin. Those are all 99 cents a piece. From Baker Creek, I'm ordering the Flat White Boar Pumpkin, the squash that has the pink squash and it's got the warts on it, the Kakai, which is a naked seeded Long Island cheese, Winter Luxury Pie, which is a pie pumpkin. From Jung Seeds, I'm ordering Dark Night, which are the almost black pumpkins, and then Casparita, which are the white Jack Be Littles. From Harris Seeds, I'm ordering One Too Many's, Magic Lantern, Naked Bear, Cronus, and the Mini Warts. And then from Johnny Seeds, I'm ordering Blaze, Polar Bear, Mellow Yellow, Porcelain Doll, Turk's Turban, the Marina di Chioga, and a small gourd mix. So overall, my total dollar amount for seeds comes to for pumpkin seeds comes to $114.65. I feel like we got a great variety, and I really think that we're going to have a good pumpkin year with that. It'll give us a lot more variety than what we had this year even. And I do have some family who are also, because we're kind of limited on how much we can grow this year on our land, and so we do have some family who are willing to help us grow as well, so that is a huge help. And I'm just letting them pick what they want to grow, and then we'll sell them here. So for carvers, we have the Atlantic Giant, the Big Max Pumpkin, the Cronus, the Magic Lantern, and then the Polar Bear. For the fancy, we have Dark Night, the Flat White Boar, the Gaylu de Icinus, the Long Island Cheese, the Marina di Chioga, Mellow Yellow, One Too Many, Porcelain Doll, and the Cinderella Pumpkin. For the gourds and the tinies, we are doing Blaze, Casparita, Cornucopia Gourd Mix, Jack Be Littles, Mini Warts, Small Gourd Mix, and the Turk's Turban. And then for the naked seed, we are doing the Kakai and the Naked Bear. And then for the pie pumpkins, we are doing the Winter Luxury Pie. The reason why I chose this one is our pie pumpkins last year did not come out very well. I did not baby them. They were late getting in. There's tons of reasons why. I wanted to try this Heritage one. They actually sold it in all of the places that I'm buying seeds from this year. And so it was cheapest through Baker Creek, and I heard great things about it. It's supposed to have amazing flavor. So I wanted a pumpkin pie one that I'd be able to easily differentiate between the other pumpkins, but it also would have amazing flavor and a wide variety of uses. So that's what we have planned for the 2020 pumpkin season pumpkins. And I'm very excited. I already have it kind of all figured out on where they're going to go when we start planting in the spring and working in the ground. I'll go over all of that with you guys, but I think that this year is going to be a great variety for pumpkins, especially if we can get those dark nights to grow. I really think that that's going to be eye-catching and is going to make for some really cool pumpkins. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you next time.